All right, friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing you daily horoscope for Saturday, the 15th of May, 2021. Out here enjoying some nature as I'm on the road for the next couple of days here. So we've got the moon moving into, there we go. Moon moving through the middle degrees of Cancer. At about 6 p.m. on Saturday evening, the moon is going to square Chiron. And then at about 10 p.m., the moon, 8 to 10 p.m., somewhere around there, we'll say 9, the moon is going to conjunct Mars in the sign of Cancer. Now, we've got Mars in Cancer is in its fall, meaning the place that Mars loves the most is Capricorn. Capricorn's getting stuff done. It's focused on business, it's focused on getting things done, one foot in front of the other. Mars doesn't want to sit here and focus on emotions. It's not a place where it wants to be. It's its weakest point in the zodiac. Uranus is the planet of combustion, the planet of release, the release of tension. In Taurus, it's the most stiff and stuck energy in the zodiac, and it's at its fall, its least favorite place to be. It'd rather be in Scorpio, just like the moon would rather be in Capricorn. So we have some energy that's not where it wants to be. And we have a lot that's focusing, saying we have to shift and change things. We have to change things that we don't like in our environment. And then the moon's going to be in Scorpio here before we get to this full moon eclipse happening in the next couple of weeks. So where the energy is at right now is this, like, we have to get ready for this eclipse. We're getting ready, we're working through the discomforts, and we're looking at things in emotional responsibility. We're looking at what needs to shift and what needs to change in our personal lives in order for us to move on to this next step. So at 6 o'clock, when the moon starts to create the square to Chiron, it's also creating a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, right? So the moon in Cancer, home in Cancer. This is about our emotional needs. This is where do we hide out? Where do we call it quits? Where do we pull the plug and want to fly back to our comfort zone? It's like, and when I'm kind of like looking over the chart for this Saturday, instead of like having like a direct answer for something, this is almost like leaving us with questions, saying like, look, what do you have to unearth right now? That's Uranus's job, is unearthing. What emotions do you have to confront right now to get yourself ready for this next part of our lives? There's always things that we don't want to acknowledge. There's things that we don't necessarily want to focus on and just hope that they go away. Hope that they wither away in time or just disappear altogether from our lives, or if we just don't, if it's like out of sight, out of mind. And this energy here is like, no, there's a lot that has to be done before this eclipse. We've got a little less than 2 weeks here before the moon's in Sagittarius, Sun in Gemini, and it's especially, we have the moon creating a sextile, that easy flow of energy to Uranus, break through, break free of our emotional comforts of where we reside. And Mars in there as well, conjunct to Mars and square to Chiron. This is like, look, you're stifling yourself. That's what this is all about. It's just like you're stifling yourself. And in this, the universe, the energy, the planets want us to know, like, it's like this little story of the little kid, the lion that's so angry. I don't remember where this little story is from. Like the lion that was so angry and tearing apart the village or something like that. And this little girl just realizes the lion has a thorn in his foot and just wants to help the lion out. And gets the thorn out of his foot. And it's like the lion didn't understand that the source of pain was that thorn in the foot. So it's like we're trying to figure out what is the thorn in our foot that's preventing us from moving forward and doing exactly whatever it is that we need to be doing. So it's like we get this Saturday to start there, clean some things up, figure some things out in our lives, try to recognize this Mars conjunct Moon, sextile to Uranus, square to Chiron. What is it that's going on that we need to shake free and release from ourselves so that we can heal, so that we can move forward to this next space? So it's this like great unearthing. And it's like looking at ourselves, it's looking at the mound of clothes that needed to be folded, let's say. This mound of responsibility that we have, that it's simply work. It's simply work that has to get done. And that's this beauty of Mars conjunct the Moon right now, creating this sextile to Uranus, creating this square to Chiron. It's simply saying there's emotional work that has to be done that you're absolutely not going to get away from. You can't avoid this, you can't evade this, you can't escape your shadow. And it's all leading up to this eclipse. So what do we got to do? What do we have to do to confront our shadow, to confront this giant mound of emotional whatever that needs to be confronted, so that we can kind of clear our plate for what's coming? Because what's coming is going to be really fantastic. You know, good dessert's on its way. We just got to clear the savory stuff off the plate. I don't know. That's us, my friends. Have a happy Saturday, as always. Thanks for hanging out with me and these flowers. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow.